So I cut my hair. Yeah, I just felt the need to let go of some burdens, and the symbolic way in which I managed to do that was to cut it all off. The day in which I cut it, on the 19th of January, in the Mayan calendar, apparently it was a day of fire and purification, of letting go of the past. It was also the day right before the transition of the planet Pluto from the constellation of Capricorn into Aquarius. I'm not going to film the clip by placing the camera on my face. I'm going to place it on my cards because the cards are very beautiful and I feel so inspired to create such a reading. So if you want to have a look at me with my bouncy short hair, feel free to go to the Spiritual Cosmos and listen to the Pluto and Aquarius clip I created for you. I released it yesterday. I would really appreciate if you guys could help me with 500 subscribers on that channel. So head on over there very quickly and click subscribe. I would appreciate it from the heart. Also, I am wearing this absolutely gorgeous lover's necklace. It was gifted to me by Vishal. She has a woman-led business, and the link in the description box takes you to her website. She is selling a number of really beautiful crystal bracelets and gorgeous zodiac necklaces and earrings. So head on over there and support her if you feel so inclined. Okay, enough about the hair, enough about the necklace. Let's get on to the beautiful, soulful, spiritual things that you're here for. Wow, it's time for your reading. Hey crew, welcome to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker. Welcome to a pick-a-card reading with 4 options in which I will help you answer the question, what are your person's next actions towards you? I'm super happy to have you here, members of my soul crew, of my soul family. I pulled a card from the Divine Feminine Oracle so that we could have somebody that spiritually presides over this reading. I feel very inclined to be a bit more clear about the spiritual and divine energies I am working with so that you will know who are my guardians and who I dedicate this opened energetic space to in your honor, so that we can get messages that are about love, that are about clarity, that are about the truth, and that can help you inspire yourself to love yourself more and to love others, and maybe even to repair or continue to pour light into your connection with the person on your mind, the one that you're here for. So I have here God Horus, with whom I'm working at the moment, the Egyptian god of light and flight, as I like to think of him. And we also have Thekla, the prophetess of true power. She came here with a lion, and we see very strong Leo energy. Leo is the shadow of the current Pluto in Aquarius transit that we find ourselves in. It's the dawn of a new age, guys. 2 decades of incredibly intense and very fast, accelerated transformation. Aquarius is an air sign, so things are going to feel very fast, very heady, very progressive, very futuristic. Head on over to the Spiritual Cosmos to listen to the clip I created about Pluto and Aquarius. There will be another one. I will make a part 2 in which I'm going to talk about social, political, and economic changes. But first of all, I wanted to let you know how this will affect you according to your sun sign. So go over there. There's more material for you to consume. It's free, so there are no strings attached. It's all for you because I love you guys and I want to inspire you. I want to guide you. Okay, coming back to Thekla, her affirmations are, I call my power back from all times and all places. I am my own. Let me tell you a little bit about Thekla because, oh my God, she's so inspiring. Honestly, when I read her story, I was gobsmacked. I thought, I want to be on this woman's side. So Thekla represents the ability to call back all of your power. The acts of Paul and Thekla dates back to the 2nd century. Although some scholars believe its Greek composition could be from an early 17th century description. It relates to a young woman's call to a life of teaching and healing in the Christ movement in Asia Minor, which is current-day Turkey. Thekla, daughter of Theoclia, at age 17, overhears Paul teaching about Christ. She stays rooted in place at her window for 3 days so she won't miss a word. Her mother had arranged for her to be married, so when Thekla feels called to begin her own ministry, she is sentenced to burn for refusing to be a bride. Jesus Christ. Just as the flames are surrounding her, though, she makes the sign of the cross, and a huge storm puts the fire out. She finds Paul, cuts her hair short, and tells him, "Only give me the seal of Christ and no trial will touch me." He suggests that she isn't ready for baptism yet. Shortly after, a president of the Council of Syria tries to take Tekla in the streets to be his bride. She tears off his cloak and takes the crown from his head and publicly shames him for trying to take her without consent. She is then sentenced to death by wild beasts. In the arena, all the women protest judgment of Tekla, proclaiming her innocence. A huge lioness enters the arena, approaches Tekla, and then licks her feet and bows before her. Tekla enters the pool in the arena that is filled with wild sea lions. The women fear she will be killed, but she declares, "In the name of Jesus Christ, I baptize myself." Suddenly she is shielded and protected by a great ring of fire, and a glowing white robe suddenly appears on her body. Paul tells her, "Go and teach the word of God." It is recorded in the Acts of Paul and Tekla that she lived until 90 years and enlightened many. Her ministry proves the existence of female authority in the early Christian church. And she, through her phenomenal story, reminds us that not only do we have the power to resonate with wild beasts and see them as creatures of love, but we have all the power right now within us to take our life into our own hands. That's the source of fire itself, the divine will to call back our spiritual authority and claim this life as our soul's own. We are not bound by anything except the dictates of our own soul. Her mudra is one of awe and wonder. Wow, okay, I'm sorry if you heard something in the background. It was my cat using the litter. I have been ridiculously interrupted by all sorts of sounds and all sorts of happenings. Every time I sit down to make a reading, Spirit seems to place a challenge in front of me, but from now on I just decided I'm just going to sit down and film and show up for you guys no matter what obstacles I am going through. We will just have to bear the sounds, the noises, everything that exists in the social world at the moment, because indeed it is chaos. The world is noisy, there are things happening and I cannot control them. But what I can control is my voice showing up and the messages I deliver to you in spite of all the chaos surrounding. So this being said, let me show you the options right now. Thank you, Tekla, for being here. Your voice resonates across my whole collective, and I hope it is inspiring you guys to step into your power. Okay, the things that I decided to give you as objects, as choices, are actually coming from a box of chocolates a friend of my mother's gave her recently. These are some chocolates from the Vincent van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. And for group 1, I have here the painting that represents the irises. This is a painting that stems from the year 1890. Yeah? So this is for you, group 1. For group 2, I have here, this is called L'Arlesienne, Madame Joseph Michel Giroux. This is from 1889, so we're counting backwards the years. And then we have here for group 3, I think these are the Oleanders. Yeah, so Oleanders from the year 1888. This is not only a numerologically very powerful year, but it was a year in which a lot of social changes happened. It was the year that apparently prepared the collective for the Industrial Revolution. So it was also considered to be the year in which Van Gogh had that famous brawl with Gauguin and cut his own ear, although some people say that it was Gauguin who accidentally shot him. We don't know what the truth is, we can only speculate, but this is your choice, group 3, the Oleanders. And for you, group 4, we have the self-portrait of Vincent van Gogh. Look at him, the beautiful sun in Aries with the moon in Sagittarius person that he was. And we see here self-portrait with a straw hat from the year 1887. I guarantee, guys, I did not select these chocolates by the years, and I can't believe that I actually placed them in a descending order. I just chose them by the portrait, by the image. I just felt like the colors could resonate with some of you guys, and I always like to give you flowers because I know you guys are gaga about flowers. I am too. I am using such gorgeous decks, some of whom have recently entered my collection. We have here the wonderful Star Child Tarot. It's the first reading I'm doing with it. Thank you so much, Abhijaya, for sending this to me. And I think this is Abhijaya's mother. I received the Healing Spirit Oracle just today. Yeah, we also have the Healing Waters Oracle. We have the Secrets of the Mystic Grove and the Green Witch Oracle, all linked in the description box below. If you want to purchase them for yourself, I highly recommend them. They're gorgeous, gorgeous decks. So I hope that now the options placed in front of you are quite clear. I hope you can take a moment to look at them and see which one inspires you to maybe choose it, maybe reflect on it, tap into this energy. Feel free to pause the video here and meditate as well if you feel so inclined. This is a holding space here, and I am creating it so that messages from the higher spirit, from our higher self, can filter through. For those of you who have already selected your choice and you want to proceed forward with this reading, then I'm ready to go as well. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your love on Instagram, on TikTok. Please check my blog. On my blog, I upload articles, astrological analysis, and all sorts of interesting occult tips and tricks. So please make sure to follow it so you know whenever I post an article. I've been very active there as well. And make sure to check out my other channels, the Eden Nearby, which is a very chill, very relaxing channel with affirmations and meditations, and my third channel, The Spiritual Cosmos, all about astrology. So head on over there if you feel so inclined. Thank you for your support. Thank you to my patrons. Thank you to my members. And now let's move on to your reading. Let's find out, what are your person's actions towards you? Hey group 1, welcome to your reading. Let's find out, what are your person's actions towards you going to be? What can you expect from them? So this is for those of you that were drawn to the irises. We have here the painting from Vincent van Gogh wrapped up around the chocolate. So I'm gonna put it over here. Maybe your name is Iris or Irina, Irene, Yelena, I'm hearing as well. Let's see. These are the cards that I pulled for you. So we have here preserve, security, forethought, and thrift. So we see here somebody who's being very careful, wants to maintain, wants to hold back from something. These are your tarot cards. I'm going to show them to you at the end. We also have here, it isn't about being right. It's about doing the right thing. We also have here, let it rain, allowing what is, inevitability and trust. Wow, what a gorgeous card. And adventure, experience, taking risks, and wish. Oh my goodness, I love this. Okay, so it seems like somebody is kind of carefully trying to be more adventurous. Let's see. So we have here, this is the Queen of Swords, but she's blocked. We have here the Four of Swords, also blocked. We have here the Ten of Swords. My goodness, so many thoughts, so much mental chatter, although they are blocked, so that's a good sign, I would say. We have the Magician, also blocked. And finally, we have the King of Cups. Okay, so these are your cards, and in order for you to see them better, I'm going to pull the camera a little bit backwards. Okay, there we go. So first of all, I see that there has been an argument. I feel like your energy, which is perceived at the moment as the Queen of Swords, a very hurt, slightly angry person, a woman that prefers to have the last word rather than to live in peace with her partner. And I'm saying a woman because we see the Queen, but take it as it applies. I feel like this is your energy. You may have been hurt by what the person said, and you decided to just block them or walk away from the situation. But there is an element of your shadow aspect playing out as well, because it's almost as if you prefer to have the last word. You prefer to walk away before somebody ends up hurting you. And you may have picked up from the fact that this King of Cups was being quite passive, quite manipulative, may have pulled back their energies from you, and you figured it out and decided, you know what, I'm not up for this. And you blocked the person, pulling the trigger on this connection before it actually was allowed to reveal itself. Now, I can understand that your behavior is a reaction of how your person was behaving. I also feel like There is a need at the moment in this situation for you guys to come physically together. You may have been spending too much time talking to each other online, sending each other texts, talking to each other through maybe videos or Zoom calls, chats. There is a need here for a physical connection, a physicality, an intimate bond. Now, your person's behavior is contradictory. And in a way, I can understand why you may be angry and upset on this person. I feel like this person can be quite triggering to you because they are showing you signs that they are into you, that they want to somehow preserve this connection. They want to maintain it. Yeah, they're very eager, like an eager beaver, like you see in this card. But at the same time, it's like you feel the affection, but you also feel how this person is keeping the affection locked inside of their heart, and you're frustrated. It's like, why are you not showing me how you feel? Is there something wrong with me? So this person's detached energy from this connection is triggering some insecurities inside of you. And you may have decided that you don't want to engage in this type of emotion work. You can't do it at the moment. It's too painful for you. You don't want to be triggered in this way. And that's okay. You made a choice. Everyone is free to make their choices. But this is also part of the reason why this connection is not moving forward. Because you are reluctant to actually face the situation and have a conversation that could be a little bit triggering or painful for you. Or you're reluctant to sit in the energy of hearing the truth, hearing something that may cause you certain amounts of uncomfort. So I feel like something important happened between you and your person around the new moon. And I feel like your person was initially quite loving and quite giving. We see here a water sign individual. So this could be a connection of an air sign woman and a water sign man, or an air sign who's more feminine or in touch with its feminine side, and a water sign who's more in touch with their masculine side. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. You see the energies between the two of you. One is very much into wearing their heart on their sleeve. The other one is more mental. 555 when I said that. And that is the Grandmaster number of complete change. Inevitable changes that are coming upon us almost like a tower moment. Now, I feel that there is a sense of restlessness, but I also feel like you guys are trying to let go of an argument. You're trying to let go of some words that were said in the heat of the moment, some words that may not have been meant, but they caused a certain fear, a certain betrayal. Keep in mind that you are advised from a healing point of view that it isn't about being right. It's about doing the right thing, yeah? And we see there with Let It Rain a need to just let things flow. You don't need to control. You don't need to create these ultra strong boundaries. I feel like allowing what is the best course of action. Some things are inevitable. If you felt the need to walk away, if you felt the need to just not deal with this, let it go then. Do your own inner work. And by doing your inner work, you are either going to attract a better outcome in this connection or a better person. I do feel that there is more coming up from your person, okay? So I'm going to be completely honest with you. You haven't seen the last of this individual. I feel like this person is going to jump on their tiger and want to pursue something with you. They may send you a hot proposal, a hot text. They may swoop in with the fierce force of a tiger. The tiger also talks about maybe somebody who is born in the lunar year of the tiger, or maybe somebody who is very courageous, doesn't take no for an answer. This person could make a wish of yours come true. So there is a certain compatibility between the two of you. You know that air signs together with water signs, when they come together, they create sparkling water. Yeah, so they create this beautiful mineral water. So in a way, they do match. It's not incompatible energies. You guys share a lot of things in common. I feel that you guys have maybe matching philosophies, or there is a feeling here that you are in touch with the same kind of literature, the same kind of music. You like to discuss movies, you like to discuss works of art, you could be politically engaged in similar things. You know, you may have the same kind of political, religious, spiritual beliefs. And that's actually creating a beautiful bond. It's a meeting of the minds between the two of you guys. But there is some order that needs to happen in this connection. I keep arranging the cards so that they fall into place and that you're able to see the cards clearly. I feel like one of you is not seeing the other one clearly, and I think it's him and or whoever represents the masculine energy over here. So the King of Cups energy, whoever of the two of you is in it, is not seeing the Queen of Swords clearly, and the Queen of Swords is pissed because she wants to be seen clearly. No wonder that she has her sword up, ready to defend herself and to just cut back through the haze that the King of Cups is creating. So what can you expect in terms of moving forward? Well, I'm sorry to say, but your person is going to be a little bit contradictory. They are feeling quite passive at the moment, but they will feel a spurt of energy towards you. And I'm hearing in springtime or autumn time. No. I wanted to convert it to autumn time if you live in the southern hemisphere, but no, I'm getting a very clear message, springtime. Both hemispheres, even if you live in the northern part of the world or the southern part, springtime is going to be the moment when this person is going to feel inspired to make a move towards you. But at the same time, I do feel like it's frustrating because you're waiting and watching for this person to come back, to apologize, to open your heart again. And I feel that this waiting is meant for you, Group 1, to understand that no one has the responsibility to open your heart. It is your responsibility, Group 1. You're the only one who can open your heart and close it. Imagine how weird it would be if somebody else could puppeteer you from a distance. Why would you ever want to give another person the power over your heart closing and opening? No, that's you. That's your power. Take it back. Thekla is here to guard over how you take your power back, and you understand that if you want to forgive this person, it lies within your own inner strength. If you want to let go, if you want to contact this person again, if you don't ever want to speak with them, so the other side, it's all within your heart. I feel like we have here the panther, The panther is your spirit animal. You are incredibly good at realizing what is essential, what should be kept in a connection, and what can be discarded. So don't fool yourself saying that you don't know what's going on here, that you're confused. You know exactly what's going on here. It's just that it's painful, that it's not the type of behavior you would expect from a partner. Of course, you would want somebody to come towards you. Of course, you would want them to be this wish coming true. But at the same time, the more you push this person, the less this person is going to be inspired to come towards you. But when you pull your energy back, when you do your inner work and you understand that you're the only one who can open or close his or her heart, that's exactly when this person is going to want to jump towards you. It's going to come with this energy of friendliness and excitement and adventure towards you. So the Preserve card is not only talking about how your person is keeping their feelings locked inside of you, and it's frustrating to you to be able to pick up on the fact that they have feelings for you, but they're not doing anything with them. And trust me, I've been there. I know how annoying that can be. But the Preserve card is also about how you hold on to your own inner compass, how you hold on to your own feelings, and how you don't allow somebody else to manipulate you. In terms of energies, I feel like your person is restless. I feel like they need to get over a harsh argument that they may have had with you. I feel like you will forgive this person in the future, and I feel that around springtime, this energy is going to move forward. In the meantime, both of you are learning how to trust the divine, how to understand that this isn't about being right, this is about doing the right thing, and how to just allow the flow of this connection to just go where it has to go. This person's willpower is blocked momentarily, and it is blocked by divine ordinance because we have the Magician, a major arcana card, blocked. So this talks about your person having used their power in the past in this connection with you from a lower vibration. they may have tried to manipulate you for their selfish gains. Now you are being separated through a divine intervention moment, so you understand how to reclaim your power and that you are the only one who can open or close her or his heart. And this person is meant to miss you. They are meant to go through a bit of a painful moment of understanding that they have lost somebody who could have been a really good counterpart to them. And the only way that they can come back to you and the only way that they can repair this connection is if they allow themselves to act in a higher vibration, and instead being a magician that works from a Machiavellian point of view, to step into this role of the listener, the King of Cups, that is patient, that is emotionally mature, and that is able to listen to you. And only then will this adventure energy step forth. Only then will you be able to access this playfulness in this connection. So this is what I see for you, Group 1. I really hope you have enjoyed this. I know it's a bit of a difficult feeling. I am getting a headache. I am getting some, like, around my temples, some pressure points. I do hope that you stay well hydrated. Keep in mind that, you know, it's important to drink enough water. Water is the element of life, and if you have a hydrated body, it's also a body that is less restless and more calm. And also keep in mind that you have a lot of energy. Your spirit animal is the panther, and you can tap into this beautiful heart energy in order to energetically let go of the burden that exists between you and this person. And once this process happens, I feel like you will see some movement from your person. There is scope here for repair and forgiveness, but it may take a while. Okay? Thank you so much for listening. I cannot wait to see my next one. Bye, Group 1. Hey, Group 2, welcome to a reading. Let's figure out what are your person's next actions towards you. So this is for those of you who are drawn to the Arlesienne painting, a thoughtful woman dressed in black and white on this gorgeous bright yellow solar plexus inspiring background. So we see here somebody that's quite optimistic, somebody that's quite confident, quite rational. I feel like this could be your person's energy. Let's figure out what the cards have to say. So we see here the mushroom. Ooh, recycling and breaking down problems. Okay. The mushroom is quite earthy, quite grounded, quite stable. But you see that this specific type of red mushroom with dots, it's a poisonous mushroom. So your person may have certain toxic traits. I'm not sure if you're aware of them yet. Let's see what the other cards are. Speak your truth with passion. Wow, your person can be quite overbearing, I would say, from time to time. When they have a political or a religious opinion, they can really steamroll over another person's energy and over their arguments. I'm also picking up on the fact that my cat started playing in the background, and they are quite they're playing in a way that is a little bit too passionate, a little bit violent. Yeah, so sorry, Group 2, but I had to intervene and separate my cats because they were really getting at each other's throats. So I'm not sure if you guys had like a passionate argument with your person. There are some very strange energies in the collective at the moment. There's a lot of aggression, there's a lot of confusion. It could be related to the transit of Pluto. But yeah, I feel like you're dealing here with a person that can be quite domineering. If not physically, they can be so mentally. They want to have the last word. I see here thank you, gratitude, appreciating what's sustaining you. So I feel like your person is quite grateful for the fact that they have met you. I don't know how often they tell you this or if they actually thanked you for something. I feel like you see the throat chakra is crystalline. It's bursting through. I feel like you're inspiring this person to actually be better. You're inspiring to talk in a more compassionate and in a more measured kind of way. Let's see. Okay, it's a little bit confusing, but let's continue. You're dealing here with somebody that's quite foxy, somebody that has a lot of friends, is quite popular. We see here an alliance, connections, unity, creative solutions. You might have met through your group of friends to a group of really powerful co-workers. I feel like there is something karmic happening between the two of you. 4 is the number of stability. And if you guys are having a passionate connection with some hints of toxicity inside of it, it may be that you felt like this person was familiar from the moment you met them, you were attracted towards them, and it's mostly because you have some karma to burn between the two of you. Something you have done to this person, they are doing to you in this lifetime, so that the universe can equal the scales. It's about the law of balance. And I feel like I know it may sound weird, but you shouldn't take it personally. It's a lot about paying back certain debts that remain from a past life. And let's see, what are these debts about? The 7 of Cups, having a lot of choices. So this person can put you on hold while they are talking to somebody else. This person is quite popular, quite on demand, I would say, or in demand, and they are leaving you on hold. We see here as well the 6 of Cups. Okay, so yearning, wishing, waiting to be part of their inner circle, wanting to be chosen by them, wanting to become their priority. The 6 of Cups is also, again, confirming to me that this is a past life link. But I see here something slightly worrying, because we are going from the 7 of Cups to the 6 of Cups, which talks about a diminishment of feeling. So whatever you guys were feeling for one another, it's kind of dying down. And this could be a good sign. If you guys felt anger towards one another, if you felt in some way cheated by your person, this anger is going to subside. It's going to dissipate. You will no longer be feeling it so intensely. And it will be replaced by a feeling of longing, missing one another. Let's see the next one. We have here the Page of Cups. I can already see that there is a third party involved in this situation. This is definitely not your energy. We're dealing here with somebody very dark, somebody who could work with darker forces, somebody who may be a sentinel. A sentinel is a dark force, an interfering energy that is blocking your path towards attaining increasing light, increasing wisdom, and living in your spiritual truth. It's pulling you down to the muck. It's pulling you down to kind of like spiteful energies. So there may be an ex lingering around. I'm picking up on that because next to the 6 of Cups, this talks about the past. So in your person's lives, there may be an ex lingering around that is messing up with their energy, getting them to step back from their higher self into this toxic, low vibrational, kind of romantically confused vibe. They could lash out in anger at you because your person is still having unresolved issues with their ex. I feel like the gratitude thank you card is here for you to appreciate that even if this connection is testing you, you should be grateful to Spirit for having placed you in contact with this person on your mind, because they are helping you understand some things about what you don't want to put up with in a personal connection. And then we also have here the Chariot. So in terms of what your person's actions are going to be towards you, they are determined to pursue this connection with you. And I feel like if the situation is stagnating between you and another person, let's say if your person has to make a choice between you and the past, I feel that they are coming in for you. The Unicorn is a good omen. It is a sign that you are protected from Spirit, that your person is aware they found somebody unique, somebody irreplaceable. And I feel that the Chariot trumps the 7 of Cups card, mostly because it is a major arcana. And it does reveal that your person will be inspired to make a choice that is in your benefit. Now, I'm not sure how healthy the connection with this person is going to be as it will develop. You may want to get in touch with me for a love reading and we can look into that. But for the time being, what I'm able to see in this general reading is the fact that if your person is an individual with a lot of choices, and if they have a choice to make between you and a toxic connection from the past, they will eventually choose you. At the same time, I am also getting the other message that if they are together with you, it may not be for a long period of time. It could be that your person may want to run away from this connection with you too, chasing something hotter or something that they believe will give them an exciting thrill. Let me pull one more card for you. The Strength. No, I feel like they're going to stick with you. I feel like they may think about running away because that's their pattern, their fear of commitment. By the way, if you heard something, it's just my cat Soul that decided to jump on the radiator to be with us. So yeah, there is, you know, I trust my cats a lot. They are emissaries that help combine this world with the world beyond the veil. So I feel like you have the potential here to cleanse this connection with your person. There is some lingering karma between the two of you. You have to pay back some debts, and you're paying back these debts by being placed in this situation where you don't know if your person wants you completely or if they're going to go back to another. But as soon as this karma clears out, and I don't think it will be long, I feel that by the month of July, the Chariot represents the sign of Cancer, so Cancer rules over the season. End of June, beginning of July, I would say most likely by the middle of July, this person will have made a choice and they will have chosen you. I see here Cancer, I see here Leo energy. Yeah, definitely. And the fox is the spirit animal of either of you. And I feel that by the time we reach these cards, these toxic, poisonous mushroom tendencies will have dissipated. Let's see, I'm going to pull another healing oracle card. And we got heal yourself to heal the world. So again, much like I advised group 1, there is so much power inside of you. Group 2, to begin your healing process. So you have to look very deeply at what triggers you in this connection, what irritates you, what annoys you, what makes you cry. And is this something related to your person, or is it related to you feeling like you are expecting your person to do something for you? Where do these expectations come from? Because if you think about it, you should just take and accept the person as they are, not expect them to behave in a way. And these expectations, if you track them down to the root, they may come from another connection. They may come from a connection with a father figure, a mother figure, an aunt, an uncle, a grandparent, a sibling, or an ex that did you wrong, you know, that really pulled a number on you. So I think a change of perspective is advisable, and my cat Soul has been giving me this insight because she's shifted her position on the radiator. She likes to stay on the radiator because it's warm and it heats up her belly. So there may be something here about you giving warmth to yourself rather than expecting it to come from this person. And thereby, when you give warmth to yourself, you are stepping into your power and you're radiating it outwards, like the radiator next to me. And you'll be incredibly attractive, not only to this person, but to everyone around you. So this is a reminder that powerful forces are coming in to help you. I feel that in the summertime, during Cancer season and Leo season, so that would be July, August, you will receive some sort of clarity from your person. Your person is going to actually make a physical move towards you, grabbing you by the hand or asking you out on a date, or pulling up with their car in front of your apartment or your house and saying, look, I want to be with you. You know, I'm done with the facilitating. I'm done with the confusion. I'm done with, you know, trying to delude myself that I can still be with my toxic ex. I feel like your person is going to also come into this awareness that they may have kind of allowed the toxicity of the ex, who, by the way, may work with occult energy, but of the darker side. This ex could have rubbed off, the negative energy of the ex could have rubbed off on him. And I'm saying him because I'm feeling predominantly you are most likely a woman asking about a man if you have chosen this group. I feel very strongly that your person is coming into a period of popularity. They may be a Leo, and Pluto in Aquarius is going to give them popularity, but also bring up some fears, some negative emotions related to this increase in power. And I feel like in this connection, you are definitely the spiritual leader. You are the one that sees the lesson, the beautiful gift in all of this negativity, in all of this confusion. So don't be afraid to own your power. Don't be afraid to heal yourself, because in this way you're going to heal your person and the environment as well. Look at how beautiful you are. Look how wonderful your energy is, group 2. Beautiful, just beautiful. I feel I'm going to end the reading here. I don't think that there is more to say on this gorgeous note. I hope that you allow this reading to nourish you, to bring you the clarity you want. Feel free to get in touch with me for a more in-depth reading. I offer those. But if this is where I leave you, then make sure to like this video. It really helps with the energy exchange between the two of us. And comment below if you feel so inspired. I would love to hear your story. Until next time, take care. Bye. Hey group 3, welcome to your pick a card reading. We are going to answer the question, what are your person's actions towards you? And this is for those of you that were drawn to the oleanders. So this gorgeous vase with some, I think, withering oleanders, it looks like it. Maybe you felt very strongly for the person on your mind, but you're here because you feel the energy pulling away from you, withering, no longer as intensely as you felt it before. But I have to say that with your group, right before I pressed record, I felt this deep inner calm. All of a sudden, even the environment around me went very still and silent, which is a luxury in my environment, because my environment lately has been a little bit wacko. But anyway, let's see the cards. Let's see what clarity can we glean from the cards. So we have here the buds. Oh, beautiful. New beginnings and expansion. The full moon is significant. So full moon energy is going to be illuminating for you. There's an upcoming full moon in Leo. So that may be one that may reveal something important to you about your connection with your person. We have here Atlantis. Keep the big vision. Stay in alignment as you grow. I feel like you are definitely aligned. I'm not so sure about your person. And then we have conflict, discord, disagreement, and common ground. Conflict is just an indication of you guys also caring a lot about each other and wanting to work at this. Because people who don't care about one another, they don't argue. So conflict doesn't necessarily need to be something awful, something we should run away from. It could be something that just presses the reset button on our connection and it brings it back to a state of vitality. It brings it back from the dead. And then we also have be like your spirit guide. Oh, beautiful. I don't know if I wish I had the deck closer to me, but I may go and get it. I want to pull a card for your spirit guide. I want to see who is your spirit guide. I definitely feel birds and anything related to aviary, to the world of birds, even to air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, could be very strongly an indicative of your spiritual protectors. Now let's see your tarot cards. So we have here, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, holding the knowledge, holding the power, holding the pearl, and being protected as well. But this is also about following rules, regulations, traditions, struggling to fit in, really wanting to do what is right. We also have the Knight of Swords. Sorry, I have to flip it because I need to translate. And we have here with the Knight of Swords blocked, wanting to overcome some sort of brawl, some sort of argument you had with a person who is very verbally feisty with you. We also have here the Empress. Again, Taurus energy. So you could be a Taurus or your lover could be a Taurus. If you are a Taurus or your lover is a Taurus, you are at the moment under the kind of growth, boundlessly growth energy of Jupiter in Aquarius. Sorry, Jupiter in Aquarius. Pluto has switched into Aquarius. No, Jupiter conjunct Uranus in Taurus. We are nearing Taurus this conjunction. It will be exact on the 20th of April. and it's either touching you or your person's chart. It could be touching both of your charts. Let's say you have Venus in Taurus and your person is a Sun in Taurus. This means that you have the transit of Jupiter and Uranus at the moment, this powerful combo of energies crossing over your Venus and over your person's Sun. I don't know, feel free to get in touch with me for a synastry report. If you feel so inspired, I can help you out with that. But coming back to your reading, very strong energies here of wanting to maintain solidity, wealth, stability, wanting to build something solid, no longer putting up for just wishy-washy behaviors. But when you have Uranus interfering with your energy, this talks about defragmentation. It talks about on and off situations, because Uranus works in this way. It gives you a lesson, a homework, you work on it, and then it pulls back the energy, allowing you to breathe, allowing you some space to shift the energy, and then it comes back and it gives you a lesson. In a love connection, if you have Uranus energy between you and your counterpart, this person will be intensely enamored with you and then pull back from you. They will come back to you wanting the world with you and then pull back from you. And this is not necessarily supposed to be something in which we get irritated and annoyed and we label the other person as an F-boy or an F-girl. It's just the astrological energy is just part of your soul growth. I mean, look at Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. Both of them are Taurians, and both of them have these energies at the moment. And they're struggling to maintain a long-term commitment. They keep postponing their wedding, and they keep being on and off with one another because Uranus is not allowing them to commit until they have worked on their personal spiritual growth by going through these moments of checking their patterns, receiving insights, moving around a lot in order to understand what their freedom is in a personal connection. You are also learning at the moment through this attraction to your person the boundaries of your freedom. You are learning how to fit in and how to fit out of a situation. And it's a process that could be infuriating if you take it too seriously. Try to see it as something exciting, something that keeps you on your toes, as a surprise. The more you see it as something that's good for your soul, even if it doesn't make sense on paper, even if it doesn't leave you to the expectation of a traditional relationship, walk away from that. The moment you walk away from that expectation, the moment you change your mind, that's the moment when all of a sudden you're going to be much more adaptable to this weird kind of energy coming into your life. Now, I see here the Tower blocked. Exactly. I was holding this energy in my hand. Somebody is refusing to admit something to themselves. Your person is passive aggressive. They are locked within the desire to just maintain this connection at all costs. They don't want to leave you, when actually, if they just have the feeling that they are separated from you, that they are about to lose you, that's exactly the moment that will help them understand just how much they want you. But because of this desire to hold down the peace, the law, the boundaries of this connection in place, it's kind of leading to a suffocating energy. I feel that if you have been it feels almost like this person unconsciously wants to separate from you, but consciously is saying, no, we're together, we're here, but the relationship is not working anymore. And you're feeling kind of like, it would be better if we just have some time apart, but you're also not wanting to admit that to yourself. And it's leading to passive aggressiveness between the two of you. When in reality, if you guys just come together face to face and you say, I'm going to set you free and I'm going to take this risk and see what happens. And if your person says the same, I'm going to set you free and I'm going to take the risk and see what happens. That's the moment when you guys are going to actually fall into this deep commitment that you both desire. Because the moment when you set this person free, that's the moment when you have them. It's a paradox, but it's beautiful and it makes me cry. I can feel like the heart energy opening up in your reading. I hope you're feeling it as well. Because I can only convey it through my voice at the moment, but this is what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. Possessiveness suffocates the love. And allowing this person to have their space and freedom. By doing this, you honor the divinity inside of themselves, and that's when this divinity latches onto yours, and it creates love. It creates unconditional acceptance. It's like, you love me enough to take the risk of setting me free, and for that I love you even more. Does that make sense? So this is what I see here. There's so much love between you guys. With the Taurus energy, you know, this is Venus. This is earthy Venus. This is committed Venus. Venus that wants to put her hooves on the ground and she will not budge. It's like, this is what I want. This is who I am. This is my physical desire for you. But in order for you guys to feel this energy, you have to start again. You have to almost like pretend like you're strangers with one another. And you can transform it into a game. You can say, let's go back to the place where we met. Let's meet there once again and pretend like we don't know each other and see what happens. Try it out. Play with these energies. It's also super romantic and super fun. It's like in one of those old-fashioned movies, right? Where they decide to meet someplace, you know, and hopefully you guys will still see each other. But you both share a past life link in Atlantis, and you have been placed in this difficult dynamic in your connection in order to take this risk, in order to jump into the unknown without a net. A leap of faith. Your angels are by your side going like, come on, just do it already, just do it already. But a lot of you are struggling. You're like, no, I want this person. Why aren't things working? Well, they're not working because neither of you wants to trust. Neither of you wants to trust this love. Neither of you wants to trust the other one. Both of you are holding on possessively to this energy, wanting to make it something that is not yet fully formed into. It's just a bud. If you crush a bud in your hand trying to protect it from the winter cold, it's dead. But if you hold it lightly, allowing it to exist as it is, it may just be that the winter frost will indeed freeze it, but afterwards it may thaw, and as you plant it in the ground, it will grow into a beautiful tree, a beautiful bush. You have to take this risk. Sorry for the metaphors, but this is the only way I can put into words this kind of energy. And it's also about letting go of being too much in your mind. You guys, you've been arguing over things that are mental, communicative, philosophical. You need to be kind of like this with your bodies, like this. You need to be like more in your bodies, you know, more hugging, more kissing, less talking, yeah? Be more affectionate, touch each other, you know, give each other some massages. Whenever you guys feel like you're sliding into a conflict, put your hand on the other person. Just put your hand, you know, you don't need to do more than that. Or take the person's palm in your hands and just hold it so that they can feel you, so that they can feel your skin. Skin to skin contact is your saving grace. Someone has to be the bigger person here. Somebody has to surrender. Somebody has to make a sacrifice. And I feel that it may be you, group 3, because you are here, you are learning, you are growing, and you're walking the spiritual path. Otherwise, I don't think you'll be here. So, armed with this knowledge, you can take it and then apply it into your connection. And let's see, let's pull one more card and see what happens once you open up the tower. What happens? The Queen of Wands. Pure confidence, pure fire, pure passion. Nobody will mess with you. Look at high vibrational Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. They are bosses. They are creatures that magnetize everything that they need around them. They have so much to give. They have so many people around them. They are charismatic, electric, and ultra, ultra attractive because they live from the heart. And this is what happens when you put your trust into the divine. When you take a leap of faith without a net and you see that you're being caught, you see that you're being helped. So This is about your becoming group 3. You are the superstar in this connection, even though you're here asking about your person. You are the superstar. You're the one that has this privileged knowledge. You're the one transforming into the Queen of Wands. You're becoming fierce. You're integrating your shadow aspect, which may be about repressed anger. Don't be afraid of anger. Anger, sometimes it's righteous. Anger reactivates your kind of like sad and soaked up soul. And anger could also be a manifestation of a deep sadness, some form that is letting you know there could be depression involved in the situation, a feeling of being controlled, of not having enough freedom, enough space to be yourself and to make your own decisions. So a fire sign woman and an air sign man who's not acting in his integrity. But yet there is so much love, and the situation can still be saved if one of you decides to filter through a new beginning in this connection, to expand instead of suffocate and contract and control. You will have all the resources you need, and you have all the spiritual guidance that you need. And because I promised you, I'm gonna get up now and get the deck, which will show you your spirit guide. Just hang on a minute. Okay, see, your patience is rewarded. And my creaky chair. Who is the spirit guide? Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. None other than Lord Krishna. Devotion, happiness, joy, celebration. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. You are being spiritually tested in this connection. But just so you know, this is because the divine loves you. It just wants you to grow and to trust it a bit more. That's the whole purpose of the test. So I'm going to end the reading here under the guidance of your spirit guide, Lord Krishna. Feel free to listen to some Hare Krishna music and dance around the flat or wherever you find yourself, or maybe even dance with your person. Do something physical together, and I feel like you will be rewarded. So I'm going to end the reading here. I don't know, I found it incredibly nourishing. Make sure to like this video as well. It's a wonderful energy exchange and it benefits us both. And also comment down below if you feel so inspired. Let me know what kind of love story you're going through. And if this is where I leave you, then take care of your heart. And I'll see you next time. Bye, group 3. Hey group 4, welcome to your pick a card reading. We're going to find the answer to the question, what are your person's actions towards you? So this is for those of you who are drawn to Vincent van Gogh's portrait. If you really enjoy him, if you're fascinated by him and would like to learn more about his astrological chart, on my website, thespiritualsocial.com, which you can find in the first link in the description box, I actually published an article in which I analyzed his chart together with his brother, Theo. They had an amazing sibling relationship, and yeah, maybe you'd be curious to read that. I hope you will enjoy it. But you're here for your person, and that's exactly what we're going to do now. Let's see what's happening with this individual. Maybe your person is an Aries or a Mars-ruled individual, much like Vincent was. Vincent had a lot of earth and a lot of fire in his chart. He also had a Mars in Pisces. So it could be that your person is mirroring these placements or has a couple of them. Now, let's see. We have here rain, cleansing, purification, hydration. This person made you cry. And I feel like you also made this person cry. Oh my goodness, there were a lot of tears shed in this connection. Oh, my darlings. Okay, let's see. First the oracle cards and then the tarot cards. Ask your spirit guide. Wow. And I'm happy because for group 3, their spirit guide came through. I'm going to pull a spirit card for you so you know which one of them to turn to. We also have here the mist. Trust your inner compass. Be led from within. If you hear something in the background, my cat Luna has decided to play. So it could be that there is a distinct lack of play in this connection, or this person could be playing with your feelings. That's why the tears. We also have here confidence, pride, poise, and assurance. A peacock. So somebody is quite prideful, quite beautiful, but also they are very aware of how beautiful they are. Confidence can often, like an excessive confidence, can lead towards arrogance, boastfulness. Pride, yeah. Although pride, there's nothing wrong with that. It's wonderful to be proud of your achievements when they are your own, of your family, of all of your accomplishments. It's a healthy thing to be proud. That's what a high vibrational Leo shows us, right? How to live from the heart. But I'm kind of getting a sense of somebody who may have been overly prideful to the point where they cut you off, or they basically were selfish, prioritizing their own needs above yours. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords blocked. You're really trying to get over this connection, and yet you find yourself at this pick a card. You're trying to understand, why is this person on my mind? What can I do? How can I get over them? Justice. Nah, you guys have unfinished business from another lifetime. Karma is keeping you bound to this person. There is some unfinished debt to pay, and you may be paying it through tears, through constantly thinking of this person, even if they behave in a less than savory way with you. We also have here the Two of Cups blocked. This situation is pushing you deeper and deeper into self-love and self-acceptance. By denying that very desire that you have, Spirit is saying, are you giving this to yourself, or are you expecting it to come solely from your person? Are you putting your happiness on the shoulders of someone else? Well, what happens when they disappear? Where is the happiness going? It's going with them instead of staying inside of your heart. So this is about finding a way to generate love from within. And I think that the motor of the card that we heard outside emphasized how important this message is for you to hear right now. And we also have here the Two of Swords, no longer feeling undecided. You will make an important decision that is going to bring you clarity, that is going to help you get out of a nebulous, confusing, irritating, sad, heavy energy. You've been placed in a cloud, in a Neptunian cloud of illusion, of not knowing exactly what does this person want, of longing, crying, tears. I mean, I can understand why you were drawn to the portrait of Van Gogh. It's kind of like you want somebody that is unattainable, somebody that is no longer here, somebody that, I feel like in certain cases you guys may have chosen this because you are in love with somebody that is no longer among us, or somebody that you haven't met yet. You may find people that are unavailable to you in some way, whether physically, emotionally, or psychologically unavailable. You may find them to be the most endearing people in your life because in some way that makes you feel safe. The distance, the unapproachability of the person that you love is getting you to love them from afar. Sorry, this is becoming quite complex because I feel like in some way you wouldn't be able to handle at the moment a real flesh and blood connection with a person that really desires you. I feel like you feel overwhelmed. But the fantasy sometimes feels more real to you than actual love. So your person's actions towards you, in some cases this person can't take action towards you because we're dealing here with either somebody who's no longer among us, so you may only see this person from your memories, in your dreams, and old photos, old recordings. In other cases, this is a celebrity, a famous sculptor, a painter, a musician, an actor, an actress. So it's hard to reach them because, they're a celebrity. And in other cases, you are in love with somebody who doesn't want to open up to you, doesn't want to give you a specific part of themselves because they may be in a connection with somebody else. In order for this person to come towards you, they may need to get a divorce, they may need to separate. But I don't think that this is going to happen. I'm really sorry to say this, group 4, but Spirit is frustrating you in order to heal you, in order to show you how you are giving up on yourself on some level. You need to trust yourself better. You know what's going on in this connection, but your filter could be dirty. You need to take your glasses off, those pink, rosy glasses with which you see your partner. Take them off, clean them, give them a good wipe, and then put them back on. And I guarantee that they're going to turn a little bit purple. Because what you will find is that this is a spiritual lesson meant for your heart. And the outcome of this lesson is not necessarily you ending up with your person or your person making a move towards you. But this is about you trusting yourself, you making an important decision that will build your inner confidence, and you loving yourself. Two of Cups is a beautiful card. When upright, it talks about finding your soulmate. It talks about being in the presence of the one that is like you, your mirror. But when it is blocked, this is about pouring this love from these 2 cups into your heart, into your soul. Just as blocked, it talks about karma. It talks about being at the receiving end of a lot of unfairness. But at the same time, I see you overcoming a nightmare, overcoming overthinking, stepping out of your mind, and hopefully into your body. Let's pull another card. I did promise you I'll pull a card for your spirit guide in a second, but first let's honor the tarot. The Emperor. You have to make peace with the man within you. How are you with your masculine energy, group 4? Are you in some way angry at certain men around you? At a specific man in your life, more precisely? You know who I'm talking about. Father figure. Are you angry at that father figure? How is your relationship with your father? What's going on there? Because I see a broken-hearted person carrying a difficult connection with a father figure in all of her or his relationships. I see a woman that feels, in case you're a woman that feels like she can't love the masculine inside of herself, and thereby she keeps manifesting men who treat her poorly, who show her that she is not lovable. I see a man who's not comfortable owning his own masculinity, and thereby he attracts women that dominate him and call him names and walk all over him. The Emperor is a masculine force. You see the lion here. It's usually representative of the energy of Aries, ruled by Mars, the red planet, the red god of war and conflict, but also vitality, energy, confidence, and strength. The bravest of the brave. This is you. This is who you are inside, who you could be, but you don't feel comfortable accepting this. Maybe because a man in your past, in your childhood, used this force against you to hurt you, to control you, to manipulate you, and you made a pact with yourself. I'm not going to be like that. You're dissociated from your masculine energy, and now you keep seeking it in everything around you. Because as long as your soul doesn't feel like it could make love between its feminine and its masculine side, your soul is always going to be seeking that which it cannot resolve inside of itself. So the way forward to true love and self-acceptance, to manifesting a man that stays, a man that is loving, a man that is proud of you and brave and wants to defend you, is to think these things of yourself first, is to accept the man within, to make peace and love with him. If you find it hard to psychologically work with this energy, I would suggest taking a plush toy and naming it my masculine side. Sleep with your plush toy each night, wrapping your arms around it, and imagine how your heart energy is connected to the plush toy. I guarantee that if you do this a couple of nights each week or for the next 2 weeks, there's going to be a change in your psychology. There's going to shift. There's going to be a small shift. You're going to see an improved self-image. And it may even reflect in you having more harmonious conversations with any type of man in your environment. because I have a feeling that this energy has a ripple effect on all of the relationships you have with men. The wounded masculine that needs to be loved and accepted within your heart before it can be materialized and manifested in your reality as the man you love, and the man that ultimately will love you. And you see this red dot here? You may be wondering what this is. Well, I have this heart light on. I have this light. It's a night light, and it turns into the color red when I plug it in, and I keep it here. I keep the heart light on, like in the song. So heart energy, your heart is split. Your heart is split because the masculine and the feminine are fighting. They're aggressive inside of you. Get them to make peace. Get them to get married. Exactly. So your spirit guides, my love, look here. Lady Venus, downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from heaven and the astral realm. And we also have here Radha, the soul flame. Rediscover a lost part of yourself. Experience relationship harmony and healing. Oh, God bless, so may it be. And look, the peacock. So the proud peacock, the hurtful one, the one that is selfish and does whatever it wants without taking your feelings into account, is transformed into the spiritual energy of the peacock. Self-love, self-evaluation, self-respect, peace within your heart, because your masculine and your feminine are married and making love rather than fighting with one another. How beautiful is this? You see the actual peacock and then the spiritual peacock. The peacock is your animal spirit. Take it as such and work with it. Heal your feminine energy, heal your masculine energy especially. Understand that the two need each other. There is no such thing as one being tougher than the other, one being better than the other. They both need each other. We live in a world of contrasts. Our planet is surrounded by Venus and Mars. We need both. We need both. Yeah, definitely in your life. So I feel like I'm going to end the reading here, group 4. I hope you have enjoyed this reading. Make sure to like it so that it's a beautiful energy exchange for the two of us. And comment down below and let me know your story, what's going on. It's a safe space for you to express yourself. You know, I moderate the comments, so please feel free to just pour your heart out if this is what you feel inclined, or maybe pour it into a diary, however you feel more safe or more comfortable to do it. I just want you to know that on my channel, you can definitely come here for healing, for inspiration, for a spiritual release of a kind. I hope that you have enjoyed this session. I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Take care until then. Bye.